You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming on KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. My name is Roy Rossell on this Monday, June 16th. Well, in our top story today, 2 Pahrump residents are facing multiple charges, including driving under the influence and possession of a controlled substance. News 25 has the details on these arrests. 2 people were detained early Sunday morning in Pahrump after deputies responded to a report of intoxicated individuals at the Pahrump Nugget. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, deputies were dispatched to the area just after 5 a.m. on June 15th, where they located a silver Chevy sedan reportedly involved in the call. The vehicle was spotted leaving the property, prompting a brief pursuit before coming to a stop in the parking lot of the Pahrump Nugget. The driver, identified as Christopher Era Smith, was observed showing signs of impairment, including unsteady stance, pinpoint pupils, and difficulty following commands. Authorities determined he was under the influence of a controlled substance. His passenger, Stephanie Nilsson, was also detained. Deputies say Nilsson admitted to having fentanyl in her purse, which she claimed to use for pain management. However, she did not have a prescription. Era Smith later admitted to using heroin just hours before and claimed responsibility for all narcotics found in the vehicle, including a ghost gun also recovered inside the vehicle. Due to his condition, deputies transported Era Smith to Desert View Hospital for a blood test, which was conducted. He was then taken to the Nye County Detention Center for booking. Nilsson was also taken to the hospital, but due to her medical condition, the jail declined to accept her at that time. Authorities say charges against her will be forthcoming. Christopher Era Smith is currently facing charges of DUI, possessing a firearm by a prohibited person, disobeying a police officer, possession of a controlled substance, manufacturing or assembling a firearm without a serial number, selling or transporting a controlled substance, and driving without a driver's license. This past Saturday, Washington, D.C. hosted a plethora of events in honor of the U.S. Army's 250th anniversary. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers now joins us with a recap.
Birthday blowouts were held across the country this past Saturday in recognition of the U.S. Army's 250th anniversary, with the largest military parade rolling throughout D.C. in decades. The 250th birthday of the U.S. Army Grand Military Parade and Celebration showcased an array of troops, military vehicles, and aircraft. Now let's take a look at remarks by both U.S. President Donald J. Trump and Vice President and veteran J.D. Vance, offering up their gratitude to our U.S. Armed Forces and their fighting spirit that keeps us all safe.
We represent an unbroken line of greatness, of excellence, and one of the things the President of the United States has told his entire administration, from the Vice President on down, is that we must remember that the young men and women who put on the uniform and serve this nation are our most precious resource. We must honor them, we must respect them, we must fight for them, and that's exactly what the Trump administration aims to do every single day.
Birthday celebrations included White House cabinet members, military leaders, veterans, active duty troops, wounded warriors, Gold Star families, and supportive Americans.
Over the past 2.5 centuries, our warriors have shown unrivaled valor on fields of battle around the globe. With the frostbitten feet and bloody fist, they have marched into the flames and fury of combat, charged up mountains, stormed beaches, waded through torrents of gunfire, and leapt into skies thick with smoke and shrapnel.
An approximated 6,700 marching soldiers stomped the streets of D.C. on June 14th, which also marks 45 and 47's birth date.
The U.S. Army has driven bayonets into the heart of sinister empires, crushed the ambitions of evil tyrants. Beneath the threads of American tanks, it's done so well, it's done so much, and sent the devil himself flying into full retreat. Time and again, America's enemies have learned that if you threaten the American people, our soldiers are coming for you. Your defeat will be certain.
While stormy weather was forecasted on Saturday in Washington, the massive military parade rolled on without a hitch.
Our soldiers have poured out their blood by the bucketful on Missionary Ridge and Heartbreak Ridge, on the sands of Sicily, Normandy in the Philippines, and on the dusty streets of Da Nang, Baghdad, and Fallujah. Thanks to their extraordinary service and devotion, 250 years later, America stands tall, America stands proud, and America stands free.
Mr. President, on behalf of the United States Army, the Army Golden Knights, I would like to present to you this flag, which was flown over our nation's capital in free fall during the Army's 250th birthday celebration.
On behalf of everyone here at KPVM Television, thank you as always for your selfless service. Many of us here enjoyed watching the parade from both Clark and Nye counties. Reporting from Las Vegas and getting it back over that bump to Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25.
Thank you, Maria. Well, the man accused of shooting 2 Las Vegas locals on the Strip over an alleged social media incident is now being held without bail. News 25 has received the body cam footage from his arrest. Body camera footage has captured the moment the suspect accused of killing 2 people on the Las Vegas Strip turned himself into authorities. Manuel Ruiz, otherwise known as Manny, is now in custody for the fatal shooting of Rodney and Tanasha Finley, which happened on Sunday night, June 7th, outside of the Bellagio Fountains. According to the arrest report, Ruiz walked into a Henderson Police Department on Green Valley Parkway on Monday to surrender. In the video, an officer can be seen heading directly to Ruiz, asking him if he has any weapons and placing him in handcuffs.
Hello? Can you come over here real quick? Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay? You got any weapons on you or anything? All right. You could double cuff it if you want.
I might have to.
Control carefully on course. Sure, 0. Channel 41.
Investigators also revealed that the 2 men had an ongoing feud on social media. Others familiar with the situation frequently said the 2 exchanged online insults, and Ruiz had recently posted videos that appeared to be threatening Finley. Ruiz is now being held without bail. And we'll have your sports report coming up after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back. Well, now from touchdowns to home runs, Mikey Ruhan has got it covered. Let's take a look at our News 25 sports report with Mikey.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators in action on Sunday against the Salt Lake Bees. Aviators knocked the cover off the ball, winning 16-5. Next up for the Aviators, they play the Sugarland Space Cowboys on Tuesday. The Las Vegas Grand Prix received a 2-year contract extension that keeps the race that runs down the iconic strip on the calendar through 2027. Nevada schools will see a new sport for the 2026-27 school year. The NIAA announced earlier this week its intent to officially sanction boys and girls lacrosse as a varsity sport, citing its growing popularity in the state. Forward Jack Eichel will represent America and the Golden Knights at the Winter Olympics next year. USA Hockey announced that Eichel is one of 6 players added to the preliminary roster competing at the 2026 games in Milano Cortina. Satu Sabali scored 22 points with 9 rebounds. Alyssa Thomas added 14 points and 13 assists. And the Phoenix Mercury defeated the Las Vegas Aces, still without MVP A'ja Wilson, 76-70 on Sunday. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thank you, Mikey. Well, a brand new storage facility is in town that offers 24/7 security, gated entry, and U-Haul rentals. News 25 spoke with Justin, a manager at AZ Storage, to find out more.
AZ Storage and RV Parking has just opened its doors in Pahrump, Nevada, with a full suite of storage options, secure RV and trailer parking. Featured in News 25's coverage, Justin Sumner from AZ Storage shared what sets the facility apart.
AZ Storage and RV Parking, and new business here in town. We've just opened, actually recently, just a few weeks ago. We're having our grand opening on the 23rd of June at 3 to 5, ribbon cutting at 4, and offering all kinds of services to the community here in Pahrump. We have mailboxes, RV parking, of course, storage units, and also iPostal and a pack and ship store to open here very soon. We have 296 units available. We have covered RV parking, we have 10 of those, and we also have 38 uncovered spots. We have a range of sizes. We have anywhere from a 10 by 10 up to a 10 by 30 units. They're all drive-up units. Brand new facility. We also have a click and store through our website. Customers can go on and literally rent a unit, receive the gate code after they've paid for the unit, and have access to the lock combination as well, all online without even having to come in the office. Our facility is 24/7 security. We have gated access as well as security cameras, manager on site, and we just added U-Haul, so we're now a U-Haul dealer here in town. We're located at 2530 East Commerce Street. Easy way to contact us is through the website, azstoragenevada.com. Also, you could reach us on our phone number, 702-356-1275.
Well, the entrance to Death Valley will be free this Thursday, June 19th, in honor of Juneteenth. Let's take a look at the details.
Although it is extremely hot, June can be a great time to visit Death Valley National Park, says Superintendent Mike Reynolds. It's not crowded, the views are great, and a fantastic experience can be had. Death Valley Park Rangers recommend the following for a safe summer visit. Avoid the heat, stay within a short walk, no more than 10 minutes, of an air-conditioned car, or hike in the park's mountains, which are cooler. Avoid the sun, seek shade during the hottest time of day, wear a hat, and consider carrying an umbrella. Drink plenty of water, eat salty snacks, travel only on paved roads. The park has limited cell phone service. If your vehicle breaks down, stay with your vehicle so you have shelter and can be found more easily. Badwater Basin, Artists Drive, Devil's Golf Course, Zabriskie Point, Wild Rose Charcoal Kilns, and Dante's View are highlights that can be visited during the summer by brief walks from a car. Furnace Creek Visitor Center has exhibits, park film, and a bookstore. All units of the National Park Service will be waiving entrance fees on June 19th. Camping fees will still be charged. Death Valley National Park standard entrance fee is $30 per vehicle or $25 per motorcycle. An annual pass to all national parks is $80. U.S. citizens 62 and older pay $20 for an annual pass to all parks. Veterans, active U.S. military, permanently disabled U.S. citizens, and families with 4th grade students qualify for free passes.
And we'll have your tech tip with Josh Osborne and great computer deals after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
And welcome back. Well, now here's Josh Osborne with this week's quick tutorial on how you can improve your home Wi-Fi.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump Zone. Great computer deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. Today's topic, the top 5 ways of improving the Wi-Fi performance at your home. Number 1, you want to make sure that you have a really good quality router. In case you don't know, the router is the little box in your home that has those little antennas and those green flashing lights. That's where all the Wi-Fi comes from, and it needs to be a really good electronic device. It can't be some budgie Chinese knockoff one that you bought on eBay for 50 bucks. And you also got to be careful that with your internet service provider, if they're providing that router for you, either free or charging you another $7 to $10 to rent one from them, make sure that one is a good quality. I really like the brands Netgear, D-Link, TP-Link are some of the top ones. And just remember, when you buy these routers, you get what you pay for. So make it a good one, because Wi-Fi is obviously pretty important in your home. Number 2, you want to make sure that you position this router really well. And basically what I mean by that is it needs to be in a spot that is central to your home, because a router is omnidirectional. That means the Wi-Fi and internet service coming from it are going out evenly in all directions. So I recommend to put it in your home somewhere very central so it reaches all the rooms evenly as much as possible. Number 3, you want to make sure that you minimize interference. And a lot of people don't realize, but devices like baby monitors or microwaves or other things like that will actually interfere with the signal coming from your router. So whenever possible, try to keep those objects and those devices as far away as you possibly can. Number 4, you want to make sure that you keep your router's firmware or software updated. And what do I mean by that? Well, you have iPhones, you have Android phones, you have tablets, laptops, desktops. All those devices perform better when you keep them updated. And the same is true for a router. Definitely keep it updated. And even though this might be a little bit more complicated, there are ways that you can actually log into your router's settings. Most routers on the very bottom will list a website address and a standard username and password that's been preset for you that you can use to log into the settings of that device. And on that device, you're going to see that there's an option for checking for updates. Make sure that those updates that are on there are completely up to date to get the maximized and best performance. And then last but not least, sometimes a router is not enough and you need a little bit more. And there's some devices that are on the market called Wi-Fi range extenders. And basically what these devices do is they kind of close up some of the holes that might be dead zones in your home. And even though routers are pretty good, they're omnidirectional, they're supposed to cover your entirety of your home, sometimes certain spots of the house, for whatever reason, unbeknownst to us, just don't get the signal quite as strong as other areas. That's where these little extenders come in. You can actually plug them into an outlet, and what they will do is they will repeat the signal that's coming from your router and kind of improve areas as much as possible. And the best part is they're really not that expensive, about 50, 60 bucks a piece, and you can improve the Wi-Fi in those particular spots of your home. So there you have it, folks, the top 5 ways to improve the performance of Wi-Fi in your home. I hope that helps you out. If you guys have any questions, be sure to head over to Great Computer Deals. We're located on Highway 372, right next to Game Corner Arcade and Fun Center. We will catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's looking like sunny skies, and oh, look at those beautiful wild horses. Mikey will have your weather reports after this break.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm covering up the temperatures. Let's check out this weather map. We saw 88 today in Fernley, 91 in Fallon, Carson City cool at 85 degrees, 90 in Tonopah, Goldfield saw 93 today, 104 in Beatty, Amargosa, 109, Las Vegas, 108, and Death Valley, now we're talking 120 degrees, but here in the beautiful paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature is 105. We hit 106 earlier. The wind picked up late in the day, south-southwest 20 miles per hour. Humidity 5%. The sun rose this morning at 5:25 a.m. and look for it to go away this evening. At 8:03 p.m., humidity is going to go up to 9%. I'm not afraid. Wind east-southeast, 19 miles per hour, low of 72 degrees. Let's check out the 7-day forecast. I have some good news for you. Not every day begins with 100. Tuesday, 104. Wednesday, 108. Thursday, 105. Friday, 102. And this weekend looks pleasant. 96 degrees on Saturday. Sunday, 93. Then Monday back up to 96, but it's a little bit of relief. I'm glad we're seeing some 90 temperatures in here. Back to the desk. Here's Rory.
Thank you so much, Mikey. Well, it is looking a little cooler out there, which I am going to enjoy. That is going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I am Rory Rossell, and we will see you on the next newscast. Good night.